Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This time, we will explain our group practicum, namely Declock Simulation on Operating System with OS Simulator. We are from Group 4. Our group members are Nisrina Nurfatin, Muhammad Dery Anugrah, and me, Natasha Salsabila Wibisono. This video is to complete the final operating system project with the lecturer Mr. Aditya Prapanca. I'm here as a representative of Group 4 will explain how our work on the CPU OS simulator application. Now we will simulate about deadlock on the operating system. Deadlock is a condition where there are several processes that access the same resource or resources at the same time so that no process is running. In this simulation, we will use 4 programs. So, here we will create 4 programs. Immediately, we open the compiler page. Then here I will create a program. So here we will create a program with the name P1, which in this P1 program we will allocate resource 1 and also resource 2. Then if so, we immediately compile. Next, we click load in memory. Return to the compiler page. We will create a new program. So in this P2 program, we will allocate resource 2 and also resource 3. If we have clicked compile, the next we load in memory. Return to the compiler, we will create a new program again. In this program 3, we allocate resource 3 and also resource 4. We compile, then load in memory, return to the compiler again, then next we will create another program. In this P4 program we allocate resource 4 and also resource 1. If we have compiled, then we load in memory. Next, we open the OS simulator page. Then the first thing we will change the scheduler. We use round robin with text 10. Then this is the CPU speed. We maximize the speed or speed. Then in the program list, we enter all double click. Then if it's here, we select views, then view resource, then is the OS control, we start the process. Open the source, we can see here the process is deadlocked. What if we see here there is no running process, meaning that this process is blocked. Then here there are several methods to overcome this deadlock situation. We need to release or forcibly release resource on one of the resource affected by deadlock. Try on resource R1, we release. The simulation runs the process. The process is complete. One way to overcome this deadlock situation is that we need to release or forcibly release resource on one of the resource affected by the deadlock. Try to release resource R1. The simulation runs the process. The process is complete. Then here there are several methods to overcome deadlock. The first is prevention, the recovery, then there is also detection. We try one by one on this prevention or prevent. We choose disallow hot and white, so these processes can only run if all the research needed have been collected. Disallow hot and white, we enter the program again. If we start it at this time the process is still running, rubbing here the process has finished running and no deadlock occurs. When we use the prevention method with disallow hot and white, then we just remove the checklist. Then next we try with the disallow circular weight prevention method. So in the circular weight, a process cannot be interrupted if it is adjacent its critical section, but we will try whether this method can be used to overcome deadlock or not. We check the disallow circular weight, then we enter the program list again, then we click start. This switches out deadlock. Then we can conclude that with this disallow circular weight method with the process we have now cannot be used to overcome deadlock. Then we just release all of this. This is how the process is finished. The deadlock cannot be prevented by disallow circular weight. Then next, we try the use total ordering prevention method. We check it, then we re-enter the programs that we made earlier. If we click start, here the deadlock was successfully prevented by the use total ordering method. Then next, we can also overcome deadlock with the recovery method. Here, there are two recovery methods, namely about processes and also frame resources. We try first about processes. So on this process board, if a deadlock occurs, one of the processes will be tested constantly depending on the priority and also the resource being used. We try to directly enter the program list. Then if we click start, this is a deadlock visible. Here we have successfully overcome the deadlock using the about process method. The next, there is also recovery with frame resources. If a deadlock condition occurs, one process will provide its resource to other processes so that this process can get out of the deadlock condition. Just try it. Here we enter the program, then if we click start, here a deadlock occurs, the process is complete. Then here we can also not detect if a deadlock condition occurs, meaning that if a deadlock condition occurs, the process will not run, but the process will also not provide any information about the obstacle contained in the process. For example, we select here do not detect. If a deadlock occurs, then the process will not provide any error information. We enter the program. If we click start, we can see here there is a desktop condition. If we look at the table below rating the process of all the processes, P1, P2, P3, and P4 processes are in the waiting process, meaning that no process is running because we choose the do not detect option. This deadlock condition will not be detected even though there is actually a deadlock condition. We can release one of the resources. Here the process is complete. That's all the video from me. If there are wrong word or maybe an explanation that is less understandable, I apologize. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.